Hello, 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 how are you all doing? And welcome to the Cryptoconscious Cheeky Cosmos Catch-Up, episode 14, Christmas edition. There is so much beef and banter floating around the old Cosmos at the minute, don't bloody know what's going on, do we? Let me try and break down a couple of things today so you can go on about with your lives. As we can see on the map of zones, this is our lovely Cosmos. So what are we going to look at today then? Firstly, Osmosis are coming in hot with their new Flourine update. Secondly, we might actually have some good advancements with the Cosmos Hub in their latest proposal, Proposal 88. Next, we have a new proposal for transparency with Juno, which has been a long time in the making, in my opinion. After this, we have awesome Fiat off and on ramps to talk about. And finally, the new Harbour airdrop. So let's get bloody into it. So let's get started with Osmosis then. Every time I use Osmosis, I get more and more impressed. It's so clean, it's so quick, it's so efficient, and there's a reason why people use it all the time. This is my donations wallet, and I have a total of 1.38 Osmo. So, cheers guys. That may even get me a whole British pint at Wetherspoons. Now, as I said before, it's seamless and they're always looking to improve. This is where the coronavirus-looking-esque Flourine update comes in, due tomorrow, December the 8th. So there will be a little bit of downtime. So firstly, Osmosis are releasing their stable swap automatic market maker. People have been waiting for this for a long time, and it's pretty cool conceptually. Users are going to be able to create pools that have pairs of things like stable coins, for example, USDC and Binance USD. These tokens are expected to stay at a 1-to-1 ratio. Expected to stay. We all remember the nightmares of the Terror crash, don't we? So yeah, expected to stay at a 1-to-1 ratio, and using the beautiful, simple, cheap Osmosis system, the idea is traders are going to be able to swap more things for cheaper prices. So it is quite altruistic. It might expand the user base, and providing the stablecoins can maintain their 1-to-1 ratio, this could be a beautiful little expansion for Osmosis. I love how they keep pushing forward. As my older, wiser, grandma-esque colleague used to say to me, James, if you're not moving forward, you're moving back. And I bloody agree, so keep on moving forward, Osmosis. Also, I forgot to mention this notion can be expanded as well. It doesn't always have to be a 1-to-1 ratio. You could have, for example, one token pegged to 2 atom tokens. And when the value of that individual token changes, it might change the value of the atoms that you have, or vice versa. So leveraging is now a possibility. Also, people working within the Cosmos realm, Osmosis included, are always identifying and patching vulnerabilities. So as part of this, they have decided to put limitations on the total value of assets coming in and going out. It's essentially a mechanism to stop a depeg of the value of an asset. So if you buy a huge number of assets and want to shift them in and out, you may have to apply time apportionment to these movements. This can be a bit annoying if you're shifting massive assets and you want to do it immediately, but we've all seen tokens crash in the past, such as Terra, where 70% was withdrawn in 3 days. That is way more intense than your average bank run. And remember, most banks only keep 10% of the money that you give to them. The rest is loaned out, and they can close their doors as well. Remember that. So for me, understandably, it's important why these safety mechanisms are in place. And I hope this mechanism is relatively liquid and adjustable, because we don't want this to come at the expense of large users. Osmosis is improving the game again with multi-hop discounts. So if you're trading USDC to Atom, it will go through 2 pools. Normally it would charge you twice the price. Now it's not going to. It's only going to charge you 0.2% as opposed to 0.4. Brilliant work. Well done, boys. We have to remember, users get staking rewards based on swap fees on this automatic market maker, right? So if the swap fees are lower for people, then our returns will technically be lower, right? However, their theory is that this will drive more users, more arbitrage. It would have to be 100% more or above. And with this cheaper increased use case, everyone will be better off in the long run. It's a relatively bold statement, but it shows their positive ideology moving forward, especially given the world's current economic situation. This is an interesting one. Force unlocking. Governance may allow certain addresses to permit instantly unlocking bonded liquidity. So instead of a few weeks unbonding, you might be able to unbond immediately. I guess this would help loan providers that would be able to get their money back on liquidations. However, I do hope individual users won't be able to abuse it. Overall, a lot of great things are happening with the Flourine upgrade, and I'm really happy to see during this recession, Sonny and the team are moving forward. Although I still think 100 grand a month for a developer fee is a bit high. Let's see if that 100 grand a month the developer was asking for is worth it. All right, moving forward. The Cosmos Hub 2.0 debate. As we know in the past, a Cosmos Hub 2.0 white paper was published with 4 major proposed changes. Now, while I think most of those changes were pretty good, and I did make a video of this if you're interested, one of the changes that shocked me the most was the change in inflation. Basically, they wanted to create a community fund, and to do that, they were just going to issue loads more Atom tokens in order to fund this, and over time reduce the amount of inflation on Atom tokens down to here. In the long run, actually, this would lead to less total Atom tokens in circulation. In the short run, it would punish people that are not bonding, and many people were up in arms about it, particularly because there haven't been clear statements on what this community fund will be used for, and it really is quite a dramatic change in issuance, as you can see here. This left the community divided, and it was ultimately voted down. The new proposal, however, Proposal 88, is a much more simple proposal. Basically, they simply want to increase the community pool tax from 2% to 10%. Now, whereas I think 10% is a bit high, and a lot of people in the community forum believe 7% is a better number, I'm more on the 7% side. Basically, what happens is the inflation rate remains the same. However, before you receive your rewards from staking, a bigger percentage is taken from that and put into the community pool. In this case, it's from 2% to 10%. That's the proposal. The idea is these funds can then be used to enhance the Atom token and its use case. However, the funny thing is, with liquid staking being introduced, if the total number of bonded tokens increases, this will drive down the rewards per person substantially and may even result in a negligible increase in community funds. The initial proposal was pretty good. It basically compared all the community funds between different tokens on the Cosmos and showed how small the community pool was in relation to market cap for the Cosmos hub. We can see, however, even though there's a 99% yes vote, it is more simple. I personally agree with it. It shows unity and it's good to increase the pool size, in my opinion. We'll get to that in a moment. Currently, the turnout is only 18% and it needs a 40% turnout to be ratified. Now, while I am for this, I want to see exactly what the money is being spent on. I want to see it stage by stage, process by process. I want everything to be as transparent as possible when it comes to use of these community funds. For me, it's imperative that we grow together in a clean, regulated environment where there is accountability. So this one's a yes from me. Next, Juno. Juno has been getting a lot of heat in these last 30 days. People in the community are starting to get frustrated with the feeling of them under-delivering and over-promising, particularly with the raw airdrop, which we understand disappointed many. Also, Juno are currently being attacked for being not transparent about where their funding is going. And as I just stated about the Atom token, I really care about transparency, particularly as my money is invested in this project and it has dropped around 90%. In my opinion, we need to make sure our money is being used properly. And as you can see, this is quite a strange divide in the community. With Prop 59, as we can see, they asked for funding only open source software. I can see why some might prefer to do closed source software, as they may want to protect their intellectual property. But open source software, while it can be copied, it can be ratified and battle tested by the public. If open sourcing is done well, it can lead to great projects. This left the community divided with a yes note of 36 and a no vote of 29. Consequently, this passed. However, at the moment, there is a new Prop 64, which is discussing the open source funding policy, and it will supersede Prop 59. So basically, it's just making more specific what was said before. It must be open source before it's deployed on mainnet to stop any more bloody mainnet halts. And if you don't make it open source, you're not receiving funding. This can be embedded in the smart contracts, which Juno is all about, isn't it? Personally, I'm voting yes on this because I want to see what's going on with my investments. And currently we have a yes at 82% with a massive turnout. So far we're looking good, unless someone's being a bit naughty and they're going to do the old switcheroony 5 minutes before the end, which has happened in the past. Naughty, naughty. So let's watch this bloody space. Anything can happen in crypto. So Fiat on and off ramps, they've been a pain in the past for using Osmosis. In the past, I would go to Binance, I'll buy Secret or I'll buy Atom, and then I would transfer that over to my Kepler wallet, and then I'll put that on Osmosis, and then I'll be able to trade. It's a lot of work, isn't it? People don't want to go through those steps. So now finally, Fiat on and off ramps are getting better. So for on ramps, so with app.kado.money, you're going to directly be able to put your GBP or USD and transfer it to USDC via Osmosis. Easier, looks a little bit convoluted, but less steps, which is always good. Also, we have C14 now for the Cosmos. The European ramp is live. As you can see, again, quite a lot of details are required, but this is now another direct Fiat on-ramp to the Cosmos. And if you want to get your money off the Cosmos and into a card, you can go on Crypto.com and send your CRO directly to their app and convert that to pounds. You do, however, need KYC for this, or you could use Binance if you wanted as well. It's good to see we have an ever-expanding back and forth of being able to take money off and put money on. It was especially annoying when my bank, TSB, blocked me from sending money to Binance. Absolutely bloody ridiculous. I've got a degree in accounting and financial management, stopping me from spending my money. How dare they? Banks are bloody overstepping, I tell thee that. That's why it's good to have a bit of autonomy and have your own crypto wallet, isn't it? And finally, we have a new airdrop in town, the Harbour airdrop from the Comdex team. 15% of the total supply is to be airdropped, so I accept the terms. You have 80 days left. You basically connect your wallet and that will entitle you to the first 20%. After that, you've got to go to the missions page to get the remaining 80. It's great to see the Comdex team still pushing forward and building on the Cosmos. We at TedCrypto are now validating for Comdex as well, as we aim to grow and get more involved in this beautiful place we call home. Alright, ladies and gents, that's it from me. I hope you all have a great day and I'll see you again.